Hey everybody, welcome to another very exciting episode of NC-17. My name is Josh, and today we are continuing the series of Let's Get to Know the Cast of Not There. And today we have with us very talented actress who blew us away in her audition. We have Miss Aniya Lovelace. How are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm pretty good, pretty good. So before we kind of get into all the good glitz and glamour and horror and gore, kind of take us back. As a child, was movies always what you wanted to do, and what was your first like? What is your first uh reminder of when you were younger for movies?
That's a good question. Um, yes, movies, to answer your first question, movies has always been an interest of mine. My earliest memory, I remember really being in awe of Gabrielle Union and Bring It On.
Oh
I was
yeah.
like really young. I don't remember how old. I know I was under 10. And kind of when I saw her, I was like, yeah, I want to be an actress.
Oh yeah. Believe it or not, I own that movie. You wouldn't think seeing what's behind here, but I do own that movie.
Ah, it's good. The Bring It On series are really good.
Actually, it is. I do own the whole collection, but normally I don't normally make it past like three. But
That's okay.
no, I can. So you draw inspiration from that, and that's awesome. And from Gabrielle Union, who's a phenomenal actress. You know,
Yes.
and so once you kind of got the bug of wanting this is what you wanted to do, what was your path that you were making to get to where you are today? Like take us through your junior high school. Was there any plays? Was there any like short films or anything? And then just kind of walk us to where you are today.
It was interesting. I went to the schools that I went to did not have any kind of arts program, which was unfortunate. So I wasn't able to get into it until I would say maybe around like 19. I started taking improv classes at Planet Ant. Um, and then I started going to Wayne State for theater. So I just graduated last month.
Oh, congratulations.
You. Thank you. So I have a BA in theater and I co-majored in university honors.
Oh, okay. Oh, so you're a smart person.
I
Yeah.
am.
I mean, that's awesome because you know what you want to do, and you're making you're making this your life. That's awesome. You
Yeah,
know.
thank
Uh,
you.
oh, you're most welcome. As I just know that when you did your audition for Not There,
Mhm.
there was two things that we were thinking because the people who were casting everybody was like, we're looking for certain things. We saw yours, and the first thing that popped was like, yeah, she has to be in it.
Aw,
You know,
wow. Thank
and
you. That makes me feel good.
oh, you're most well. See, in the little bit of the audition you did, because we didn't really give everyone a lot. We gave them just enough to where it was kind of like we want some kind of emotion.
Mhm.
And when you did your audition, the first thing that popped in my head after like we have to have her in this film is you bring a different dynamic to it because well, I can't speak for everybody else, but what I saw that final girl feistiness,
Mhm.
but I
Mhm.
also saw that I'm not gonna take no bull crap neither. And that's a lethal combination if you harness it correctly, and I think you're gonna do that perfect. So
Wow, thank you. Thank
you're
you.
welcome. Uh so kind of was horror always something you wanted to do, or did you want to do a cheerleader movie or something like that?
Interesting. No, horror is not, I am a scaredy cat. I do not like horror movies. So it's interesting that like the past couple of even short films that I've done have been like more on the thriller side of things. And I never would have thought that I would be doing that. But it's fun. It's really fun.
Oh yeah. So as you dive further and further into different characters and different roles and stuff like that, different projects, do you see yourself getting more entranced and enthralled by the thrillers and horror, or do you still hope to tackle every genre?
Um, every genre. Yeah, I don't like to limit myself. I think Yeah, I always like to push myself. So I'm open to like I'm more of a romance kind of girl. I love
Oh yeah,
romance. But I do like I feel like horror kind of keeps you on your toes a little bit. So
oh yeah,
it's and like they're all fun, but you can't compare them. You know, it's like you like this for that reason and you like the other for another reason. But yeah, I just like to act. I like to embody and really bring characters to life. So
oh yeah. So since romantic movies are your favorite movies, I know a little bit of some, just a little bit of some. What's your favorite romantic movie?
13 going on 30.
Oh, my
I
favorite scene of
cry
that. Oh,
at
you
the
cried?
ending scene. I cry every time. The very last scene when she like sneaks into his room right before he's gonna get married. I cry every time.
My favorite scene is obviously when they do the Thriller dance. So,
That's so cute. They had really good chemistry. Really
oh
good
yeah,
chemistry.
oh yeah. That's actually one of my wife's favorite movies too.
Really?
Yeah. So,
We would get along great.
oh yeah. So in reading for the movie Not There, what drew you to that, and then what drew you to the character of Sonya? Because that's who you're going to play, you know. And a more important question is when a full script is out there, because you know we're still working on it a little bit. When it's all out there and you're reading it, are you going to be reading it as Sonya, or are you just going to read it to kind of get a feel first?
Good question. Hmm. Maybe to get both a little bit. I'm still, I guess getting to know Sonia. I haven't gotten the full script yet. But I really like that she does have that kind of like feisty, won't take any shit kind of energy.
Oh
Um,
yeah,
yeah, so I feel like not that it's not hard for me to embody that, it's fun for me to like take on characters like that. So a little bit of both, right? I'm still getting to know her, but
oh yeah. Uh, so what really drew you to this project, or was it just something that popped up and you were like, "This looks interesting"?
exactly that. I saw it on Facebook and I was like, this looks interesting. Let me inquire more. And then when I was sent the little audition slide that I saw how like feisty she was, I was like, oh yeah.
Oh yeah. So not a lot of people know this, but in the rewrite, I mean, a lot of what you guys was sent is still there, but in the rewrite, she's a lot more feistier.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean,
that's fun.
oh, I don't want to ruin anything, but almost to a point to where she's literally about to throw fists with people.
Oh, that's gonna be so fun.
uh, Also, another thing is when you auditioned Amanda Howe, who's also, you know, she's been with me from the beginning. She said to me, there is no way she's going to be anywhere happy unless you're attached. So
Okay.
to the film, like
Yeah.
cast, yeah. Sorry, you know the thing is my first foray into this world, you know, and it's a learning curve, you know. I mean, there will be, there has been drama, but thank God we're past that.
Great.
The thing is the dynamic that this cast has when we're all just talking. I'm not envisioning, you know, Aniya talking to Jamie, or these are the characters talking. That's the
Mhm.
way I'm looking at it. Because if I look at you guys any other way, to me, I'm kind of cheapening the whole aura of the movie. If that makes sense,
Mhm.
you know. But I do gotta ask. So you are one of only two couples in this movie.
Mhm.
It's you and Mark is played by Devlin Blevins. Uh, is that something you now? I'm not a romantic kind of person, so there's not a lot of that lovey-dovey stuff. It's more like fist bumps, hugs, maybe a kiss on the cheek or something like that. But is that something you're looking to kind of dive into also? Because the characters that are at least a couple is they're bringing a little bit of the heart to the movie.
Hmm.
So what is your take on romance in horror movies?
Ooh, because I don't watch horror movies.
Oh yeah, that's right.
But just chemistry in general, whether it's like through a friendship dynamic or like a relationship, it's just important to like have that chemistry, which is why I think it's great that you put us all in a group chat so that we get a chance to kind of warm up and get to know each other before we're on set, because that really helps people to warm up and like, so I think just like working on my relationships outside of the film is what helps me to have like the best chemistry with an actor.
Oh yeah, I 100% agree. Uh, so earlier in this process, I would take time out to talk to each of you just to kind of gauge where you guys are. And there was a couple times we had some conversations, and I always got the positive vibe from you. And the question that kind of lingered in my head is like, that's what you're aiming for? Is that what you're aiming for, or is that just who you are in general?
Um, just being positive. The I think that I mean we all have our days, right?
True.
But I would like to think that I naturally do possess a warm aura, and I have good intentions with anything and anybody I meet. So
Yeah,
yeah. But thank
that's
you for that compliment. That makes me feel good.
oh, you're most welcome. You know, I know that there's certain people that I have spoken to in this cast that are 100% excited, so excited to work with everybody. And I'm going to ask you the same question I asked them. Is there a specific person that's in this cast that you want to work with, or is it just everyone in general?
It's just the group as a whole. It's the camaraderie, it's the experience of like doing something different, and also I've never been to Hart, Michigan, so that'll be fun.
Oh yeah, it'll be cold because it's near the water.
I didn't think of that actually. I was like, you know what, we are filming a little bit closer. It's fall. It'll be fall, right?
Yep.
But I'm excited. It'll be
Oh
fun.
yeah. Well, that makes two of us. I've never been to Hart, Michigan either.
Really? Okay, cool. Good.
Yeah, so I think that makes a lot of us. I think the only one who's actually been there is Austin. So,
It'll be a nice little experience, so I'm excited for it.
oh yeah. Uh, so what would you say is your expectations for one, yourself as Sonia, two, the movie, and then three, everything that comes after? What would you say is your expectations?
Ooh, my expectations? Um, it's a good question. I don't know actually. I mean, I obviously I expect to do my job. But have fun too. Have fun doing it. And I think that's the most important thing, especially when you are in this field. You gotta have fun,
Oh
you
yeah.
know? It's
Oh,
art, If you're not having fun, why are you doing it?
oh yeah. Well, I'll give you forewarning now. I'm a goofball in real life, just like I'm a goofball sometimes in the chat and stuff like that. So yeah, we're gonna have some fun.
Yeah, I'm a goofball as well, so it'll be fun.
Oh yeah. Uh Here, so since you're not, I mean, I won't say not familiar, but since you don't watch horror movies, having children or younger people or teenagers, I want to be as politically correct as I can. So, normally, when you have younger people in horror movies, people kind of take a step back and they're like, okay, how far are they going to go? I mean, no one's going to know the ending literally until everyone reads it, but I'm also trying to keep it a secret even from you guys somewhat. But what is your thought on like child actors and younger people working in films, especially horror?
Mm. Well, my opinion on child actors is that it's admirable that they have the confidence to put themselves out there at such a young age. A lot of people, I know I feel like I would have been really scared younger to do that. So I guess my opinion is just good for them, you know? And
Oh,
also good for them for knowing that what they want to do so early on.
oh
Because
yeah,
yeah, that's not easy to know.
oh yeah. Uh, so just to prove how much of a goofball I am, and I know everyone's going to see this, and I know I'm probably going to get flack for this. One of your favorite movies is Bring It On. There's a scene in that movie that every time someone mentions it, the first thing that pops in my head is "I say bird." It's cold. Yeah, I know that whole scene by heart, and my wife was like, "You're an idiot." So we'll have to get our Bring It On set.
Fun. That'll be so fun.
you
We
know,
can also do the thriller scene off 13 going on 30.
I'm down. uh, no, it's I always take a moment out of every episode to praise the people that are the guests that's on the show. Now, granted, we've not worked together other than this, and quite as kept, this is literally our first conversation one on one that everyone else is going to see later. But I want to say that you bring to this project specifically something that not a lot of other projects have. You bring a certain amount of class and heart that just doesn't belong on other sets because they don't know how to appreciate that. So
Oh, wow. Thank you.
you're welcome. It's
Wow.
and the I for one, and I probably speak for a lot of the people on this cast, even though I don't want to. I think 100% that the sky's the limit for you, and I think I tell everybody if this can be a stepping stone to get you to the next, level, I'm all for it because it's all about you guys. It's not about me. So, but it's kind of not true. It's about me too because this is my
It's about
passion.
exactly. It's about you.
But no, it's all about you guys and getting to know you guys. It's not like I'm getting to know strangers because, like you said, we've had the group chat and I've spoken to all of you, but it seems like I'm getting to know people who I can say are going to be my friends or my family, you know? And that's a good thing because at the end of the day, I always want to see people succeed. And if I can help in any way, I'm gonna do it. So
Wow. Thank you. You are so genuine. I really, I'm happy that I'm a part of this. And yeah, that's good. Thank you. Thank you.
oh,
Yeah.
you're
Awesome.
welcome. So now I'm gonna put you on a hot spot though. So this is where I probably won't be. No, I'm gonna be nice.
Okay.
So where do you see your career 5 years from now?
5 years from now. Ooh. Well, God willingly, I would love to book a movie, a big movie. For me, singing and acting kind of go hand in hand. I'm also an artist and I write music in support of mental health and like self-love, aspirations, things like that. So they kind of go, so I'm kind of like parallel pathing. Like I'm chasing my like music career as well as like acting. But in 5 years, like I don't know. I hope I'm I hope.
Oh yeah, I can see in 5 years you maybe helming a Tyler Perry movie.
I would love it. I would love
Uh,
to.
it the funny thing is like I get these crazy ideas of like, especially for the script. Ooh, crazy ideas, but I get these crazy ideas of like people who I'm talking with, whether it be on here in real life, whatever. It's, I mean, this is real life. I'm an idiot. See, told you, goofball. But but I get this thing to where it's like being too holding back, like not being forward. I feel that if you don't tell somebody what you're really thinking, you're not being true to one yourself and you're not being true to them.
Mhm.
And that's what the number one thing I drew from your audition is because you looked at it, you tackled it, you did it, and you did it in a manner of this spot's mine,
No,
and it's yours. So,
you. Thank you.
so what would you tell yourself at 10 years old that you didn't know then that you know now?
Oh, what would I tell myself at 10? Hmm. Maybe to just quiet out the noise. Like you know what you want. You know who you are. Yeah, because I think a lot of like outside factors can really uh like tamper with like people's confidence and things of that nature. So if I was 10, I would tell her to just quiet the noise. Like you know what you want, you know what to do.
Oh yeah. All right, so now I really am going to put you on the spot. You said you sing, so can you give us a can you give us a little?
I can. Let me see. What would you like me to sing? Hmm. Oh wow. Let me think of a song. Can you throw me a song?
Amazing Grace.
Okay, I can do that. I can do that.
I mean, I was going to say I Will Always Love You by Whitney Houston, but you know.
I'm gonna leave that to Whitney. I'm gonna leave it to Whitney because you know what? I do Amazing Grace.
All right.
Okay. Amazing Grace, how sweet the sound that saves a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see.
Wow.
Thank you. I was a little nervous. You put me on the spot.
Well, see, now we're going to have to make a big ass campfire and you're going to sing to us.
Oh, okay. I'll mentally prepare.
I would probably be too cold for all that, but that was phenomenal, though. So,
You.
you know, shoot, I might actually have to have you record a song for part two of this.
I would love to do that.
You
I would
know,
definitely do that.
I mean, that that was amazing.
Write a little theme song.
Oh yeah. uh, so here's a question I don't normally ask people. Do you have any questions for me about this project, or just any questions in general?
No, I don't have any questions. Yeah, no. I'm excited to work with you and everybody else. And I'm excited to get the final script so I
Oh
can
yeah.
start memorizing and really getting to know Sonia more.
Oh yeah. You're gonna all right. So, like I said, there's a lot of feistiness that has been added.
Okay.
There's one scene in particular. You're gonna be like, that's the scene that is the turning point for some stuff, you know. And when I was writing it, I was like, this has to be so on point that if it ain't, it's gonna fuck up the whole thing. So hopefully, I wrote it right. Yeah.
I have full faith in you. I know it's great.
I appreciate that. Thank you. Uh, so talk about some of the short films you've been in and kind of like how you just got into those, and were they because of school or was it something that you just saw and you went for?
Yeah, so they were all connections that I had through school. Our Wayne State, they don't really have they have how do I explain this? I we have we're trained in theater, so I kind of have to take matters into my own hands and kind of like find the film majors and like network, and they started to like just put me in like their films and things of that nature. So yeah, they were all based on like connections that I got from Wayne State.
Oh yeah, and was there a particular project you worked on that just stands out to you as like the favorite thing, the best thing, favorite thing you've done so far?
I really I had a lot of fun in when I did this short film called The Buyer's Paradox. It was directed by Dory Booker. and it was actually the first thriller. And long story short, I had to kill my boyfriend in the end. So it was really fun, and we shot in Grosse Isle in the woods, and it was like pitch black. But it was just fun. It was.
All right. Well, I mean, you never know. You might kill your boyfriend and out there too. You, not gonna. Nah, I'm not gonna say nothing. But I do say, I do want to say though, like the fact that you've done thriller and horror, and that's not what you watch. That's commendable because a lot of people who don't watch it don't want to have nothing to do with it.
Thank you.
You know, and like me, I remember horror all the way back to when I was like 5. But that's I grew up with
No.
so
But can I ask, what is your favorite movie?
favorite movie or horror movie?
Okay, we'll do horror.
All right, my favorite horror movie of all time is Return of the Living Dead.
Never heard of that.
Oh, dagger to the heart. Oh,
That like zombies? Return of the Living.
yes,
Oh, okay.
yes.
Zombies are fine. Zombies, I can do that. I can't do paranormal. That
Oh.
stuff, nope.
Well, if you get a chance to watch Return of the Living Dead, I would say watch it. Yeah, it is a horror movie, but there's a lot of comedy in it too. And it is it is probably one of the best movies ever made. Like I'll put it up there with Scarface.
Return of the Living Dead. I'll look that up actually after I'm done with this.
I believe it is on Amazon Prime.
Yeah, I'm okay. I have a Prime subscription, so I'll definitely look it up.
Oh yeah. Uh I have to say though, and not a lot of people know this. So you did ask what is my favorite movie of just in general, right? Moulin
Yes,
Rouge.
Moulin Rouge. I haven't. Oh, that sounds. Is that Oh my gosh, is that a play? Was that made into a? Okay, is it a musical?
Yep.
Okay, wow.
You
Okay.
know. And when people see this, they're gonna be like, there's no way.
I've never seen it, but I've heard of it. And I'm like, huh. Okay, it's a musical. Wow, good for
Right.
you.
It's actually really good. It's a powerful movie and it has a lot into it. So but
Okay.
if you get a chance, I'd say watch it, but you gotta make sure you have a box of Kleenex with you because you will cry because my wife cries every time we watch it. And then you also gotta have your dancing shoes because there's a couple songs that comes on. It's like you gotta start dancing. So
Okay, okay. Actually, let me write these down. I have like a pen. Well, I already know about Mulan, but what was the Return of the Living Dead?
yep.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm definitely gonna watch that. I'll let you know if I like it or not.
uh, so who has been outside of Gabriel Union some of your other inspirations?
Ooh, I love Taraji P. Henson. Her acting she kills every role she's in. Um, yeah, she's definitely up there. I really like Angela Bassett as well. Angela's awesome. So I would say them two.
All right.
Mm.
So Angela Bassett's first movie was actually a horror movie.
Really?
Leprechaun 4, Leprechaun in Space.
I didn't know she was in that.
Yep.
I watched it as a kid. I watched it when I was a kid, but I'm not gonna watch it again because those movies are really scary. I'm not watching those.
Oh yeah. But yeah, that was her first movie.
Wow. Okay. Well, good for her.
Oh yeah.
But she's a versatile actor. Like usually I know a lot of actors like to stick to like their type. But and also Taraji as well. Like they definitely like dabble and play a variety of different roles and they kill everyone. It's
Oh yeah.
it. Yeah.
So for Taraji, my favorite two movies, Hustle and Flow, obviously, but Baby Boy.
Yeah, that was how where I was first introduced to her, watching Baby Boy. Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
I
Yeah,
think that I could be wrong, but I think that was like her first big role, if
it
I'm not mistaken.
was.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it's funny because like like I said, everyone who knows me, it's horror, horror, horror. But my mind is full with movies. Trust me. You know, but
I can tell by your background. You got movies.
oh yeah. But I do want to say I do see a little bit, and this is meant to be 100% a compliment. I see a little bit of all three of your influences in your acting.
Oh,
You know, and
right.
because Angela Bassett, like you said, she's on screen, she's demanding that screen. Doesn't matter if she's a main star or she's just a co-star, you know. And I see that I saw that in your audition, and then with Taraji P Henson, she can act the phone book and ain't gonna do nothing wrong. You know? And then with Gabrielle Union, it's kind of like that innocence, but also that determination.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, that's a really good way to describe that. That's great. Thank you.
You're
It's a great
welcome. All right. Yeah. I don't just pass them out. That's a lie. I pass them out all the time. But still, uh, but no, there a time in your life to where you thought maybe this was not for you?
Acting? Um, Maybe yes and no, because this profession, obviously consistency is key. It's very competitive, but you just have to be consistent. Um, and but I think everybody kind of has those moments where you kind of feel like, okay, so many people are want the same thing. What makes me stand out? Then what makes me stand out. But you just gotta have confidence in yourself, and if it's something that you want, consistency is key. But I have my days. I have my days.
Oh yeah. So let's go a little bit into your surroundings, your upbringings, because you're in Detroit right now.
Yes.
I grew up in Detroit,
Okay, what part?
Southwest.
Okay,
You
okay.
know, but I used to work downtown Detroit. You know where Whole Foods is on Mack and Woodward.
Yes.
I used to work at that parking garage right next door to it.
Really? That's
Yeah.
like Wayne State area. Wayne State is like really close to there.
Oh yeah. Uh, so I grew up right on the border of Dearborn and Detroit, kind of, you know where the Ford Line driving is
No.
in Dearborn.
I know where Dearborn is. I'm so bad with directions, but I know where Dearborn is.
uh, well, it's a drive-in movie, but a movie theater. Sorry, but yeah. So it's funny working and living in Detroit was, especially in my time, growing up in Detroit was such a different time that you had one of two choices: school or trouble. You
Hmm.
know, and then I don't. I mean, because you're a lot younger than me. I'm ancient, but when your upbringing, how was that, and how did it contribute to where you are today?
My upbringing, how did it contribute to who I am today?
Yeah.
Wow, these are good questions. Let me think. I don't know. I think just growing up in Detroit, you got to be tough, you got to be headstrong, and I feel like I possess those qualities. But yeah, I don't know, but I feel like, where I grew up, a lot of people, like you said, it's school or trouble. And the environment that I went to, I see I'm the first person in my family to go to college. I'm a first generation. But yeah, like you said, it's either trouble or school, and I chose school.
Yeah. That's a good thing, and first and foremost, I want to say congratulations because the Detroit education system is not always going to be the best and it will never be the best, and I think it's gone down probably since the 80s and it has never kind of rebounded. But for when people such as yourself, you go to school, you make something of your life. Not saying nothing against the people who don't go to school and don't follow their dreams, but it's people like you that give the youth of America today hope, you know? And I was talking with my wife the other day and I told her, I was like, some of these people who are having babies now are having babies at young ages because they just don't know nothing other than what they're being taught.
Yeah, yeah.
So for you to stay out of trouble, I'm sure you probably got into a little bit of trouble, but I mean, we all do. Trust me, I did too. But for you to kind of again pave your path and you stuck to your guns and you did what you needed to do, that right there makes me even more excited to work with you because now I know that you have a 100% determination to do what you want to do, you know,
Wow.
and that's sorely needed in this. We're not going to political, but it's sorely needed right now. So,
Thank you.
yeah, but there's there's a question that most people ask, so I'll ask you. Today's entertainment world is either hit or miss,
Mm.
and every now and then there's an in between, and that in between is just where you get stuck. You know, like everyone says, start with a short film. Why? Then you're cutting yourself short.
Yeah.
So first feature film, we have a full cast. The question I have for you is, if you have the chance to kind of tutor people as you get older, would you take that chance?
When I take the chance. Mm, good question. Um, I feel like I'm I don't know. Gosh, I would like to say, right, go big or go home, but like you also don't know people's like circumstances and like sometimes it's not that easy to like make a big jump and like move to New York or move to, so I don't know. I don't know what I would say to them. I would say
See,
pray about it and do what's best for you.
oh yeah. I mean, but the fact that you had trouble kind of answering that question shows that even the well put together people still have those hard answers or hard questions to answer, you know?
Yeah.
And that's why people like you, people like Jaslyn, Zoe, and Brian, and just everyone that's involved with this cast, all of you have made your path the way you guys wanted it. Luckily for me, it's all led to me, but whatever. uh, the thing is your passion is your glory. And trust me, you have two avenues. You can sing or you can act, and you're good at both. So, and I probably will have you, if you don't mind, do the intro song for part two.
I would love to. Absolutely.
It's that your voice is really good. So
Thank you. I was a
you're
little nervous, but thank you. I appreciate it.
I mean, I would say we all should go to karaoke, but you don't want to hear that from me. Country, I'm good with country. Anything
I like
else?
country. I like country music.
Who's your favorite country artist?
I don't have a favorite, but my favorite country song is gosh, I don't know his name. Thomas Rhett, I think that's his name. It's What's Your Country Song?
Ah, okay, okay. You do know
That's
country. That's a good song.
yeah, really. I like the reason why I like country is because like they tell a story, and I like songs that mean something.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's, I mean, that's good.
Thank you.
All my song. I mean, don't get me wrong. I know some hip hop. I know some rock. I know some pop, but I do know a lot of country. Yeah. And my wife was like, "You weren't even never down south. Why you know country?" I was, I don't know. Speaks to me.
Speaks to me too. So
Oh yeah. Uh, so let's talk about the merchandise because we put in the group chat today the shirts and the hats, and people are saying booty shorts and all this other. I'm like, I don't know about all that, but tank tops maybe, sleeveless shirts, yeah, but sandals and sunglasses and I don't know about all that. But what are you most excited for with because we are now getting into a part where we're going to start an Indiegogo. We're going to start trying to make money for this film. What are you most excited for about that part of this journey?
Just hanging out with everybody.
Oh yeah,
Getting to
oh
know
yeah,
them more. Yeah.
oh yeah. Well, we are NC-17 is going to be a vendor at this new horror convention, horror in Taylortown, in August on the 23rd and 24th. If you want to come and promote the movie, you can.
I'll check my
Just
schedule.
I mean, you'll be able to sign autographs, take pictures, and you know all that other good stuff. So we're gonna have two booths.
That'll be
Yeah.
fun. Yeah, that'll be
All right.
really
And then everyone, this is going to be a perk.
ah, that's so cute. I like that.
This is going to be a perk. Some people who do the Indiegogo and purchase it, they'll be able to get one. Uh, that thing is awesome, but it's bulky and heavy.
It's got some weight to it.
Oh yeah, that's why it's not hanging on my wall. uh, I do want to say though, like your audition was probably one of the best auditions that the group of us who casted this movie has seen. We've all
Wow.
said that to each other, you know. But everybody who's a part of this cast, they all sent in phenomenal auditions. I mean, just at the beginning of this, and this is not, you know, not taken away from anything, but at the beginning of this, the character of Mary was actually going to be a 19-year-old girl,
Mhm.
and I think I saw her Jaslyn's interview audition either right before yours or right after yours, and it was like bam bam double whammy, you know. And I was like awesome and awesome, and I'm an idiot if I can't get them. So but that speaks to the volumes of what you guys do, because if us as filmmakers are willing to change characters to suit you guys you guys are speaking to us in a different way that we weren't expecting, you know
Mm.
and yours was so, yeah, yours was really good. you
Thank
know
you.
go back and watch, if you want to go back and watch Brian's interview I did with him, and like that dude is awesome too. Like I'm so grateful, humbled,
Mhm.
and blessed you guys are here, and I thank you every day, because at the beginning for a moment there I thought everyone was going to leave because of stuff, but I am glad you guys stayed, and that speaks to the characters of who you guys are in real, and in reality,
Mhm.
and I'm just grateful. So
Yeah, I'm grateful as well for the role. It's gonna be great and it's gonna be fun. Uh, yeah.
you know uh I don't want to hold you up too much longer, but what would you say is the scariest thing that's ever happened to you?
Oh, that's ever happened to me.
As you hear my dog barking in the background.
Dang, what scary things have happened to me? Let me think. Um, I don't. I almost drowned when I was younger. Maybe, maybe that.
Well, I can't swim, so that is terrifying.
I feel like I was more like I was really young, so I feel like I was more confused than scared. And
uh,
then now that I'm older and I reflect on, I'm like, yeah, I would have been gone. I would have.
oh yeah, as long as it wasn't in a pool to where it was like you could stand up, because that's what happened to my brother. He thought he was going to drown, and I was like, "Bro, it comes up to your waist. What are you talking about? What?" yeah.
No, I was like so small that like I just remember like literally being at the bottom of the pool and like looking up. I was like that small when it happened.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, that is scary though, especially I can't swim. I could do
Yeah.
a dead man's float, but you know, but I truly believe that, everyone has a purpose for why they're here and stuff like that. And I think your purpose is to solely bring entertainment and enjoyment to people just because I get that aura about you, you know.
You.
And when my wife finally saw your audition, she goes, "You cast her, right?" I was like, "What if I didn't?" She goes, "Well, you need to start doing something different then." That I show my wife everything because that's my person, and like she's seen everyone's audition, and she's like, "I feel sorry for you." I was like, "Why?" She goes, "You got so much talent, you don't even know what to do with it." I was like, "What do you mean I don't know what to do with it?" But that's neither here nor there.
I love that. She's telling you straight.
Oh, she learned that from me. So she didn't even know where Detroit was until she met me. So she grew
Where are
up
you
in
from?
How.
I don't even know where that is.
Let's just say if you had, I mean, you live in downtown Detroit, so you probably pay a pretty penny for rent.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, probably amplify that by like three.
Okay.
Yeah, and I mean that's not for no one to know. That's your personal stuff. But she was, yeah, where her mom and her sister were living, they were paying almost 5 grand a month.
Oh. Wow.
Yeah, I was like, "Are you buying the place?" She's like, "No, we were just renting it." I was like, "I didn't know why I live in Detroit. We were paying what 400 or 500 a month." So but that was back in the day. Like I said, I'm ancient. But nah, it's we are coming to the end of the show. Is there anything you would like to say to anyone that's involved with this film, just anyone in general? Maybe plug where people can follow you if you want them to or not. That's entirely up to you. Just the floor is yours. Say whatever you want to say for the next couple minutes.
Yeah, sure. You guys can follow me on Instagram, Aniya Lovelace, Facebook, and everything's Aniya Lovelace. ANIYALOVELACE, in case. Because I know a lot of people typically, I guess, like Aniyas have H's at the end of their names. So
Oh yeah, well, I really butchered it. I was calling you Anya.
I've gotten that plenty of times. It's okay. I've done Anya, Aniya, so it's fine.
uh, but yes, floor is yours. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Well, that was it. That
Oh,
was okay.
yeah. I want to thank you for coming on and pretty much letting us get to know you.
Yeah, it's fun. This is fun. Thank
Oh
you.
yeah. Oh, you're most welcome. And I 100% look forward to working with all of you guys in November. Hopefully meeting you guys before then so we all can get a group dynamic going and just kind of seeing where your guys' futures go because like I said, if this helps you, I'm all for that. So,
Yeah, thank you. I'm excited to work with you and everybody else as well. So it'll be
oh yeah.
fun.
Oh yeah. And I normally say everyone stay in NC-17 and leave out, but I'm going to change it up just this little bit.
Okay.
Last time this is ever going to be seen, I say burr. It's going to be. I'm sorry, I had to.
No, I love that.
Yeah. All right. Have a good night. And I'm sure we will definitely be talking in the very near future before the end of the week, probably. But
Absolutely, yes.
thank you. You've been an all-star, a rock star, and every kind of star except for a falling star. So
Oh, that's cute. Thank you so much.
you're welcome. All
Bye.
right. Have a good one. Talk to you later.